Hello, and welcome to our seventh Swift tutorial. I know it's been a while, but so today we're going to discuss enumerations. So yeah, they're pretty cool. So what you want to do first, of course, is get rid of this. Now, for enumerations, it's real simple. First, we just write enum. That just tells a compiler that we are going to create an enumeration. Next, we put the name. So I wonder what kind of enumeration we'll make today. Let's make. You know, I really should plan this out ahead of time, but like, whatever. Let me think first. Let me think. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, so I'm back. So let's make an enumeration on shapes then. So it's enumeration to two-dimensional shape. And I believe that's it. Now just let that go. Now what we did here was we declared an enumeration called two-dimension shape. Okay, so as you can guess, probably a two-dimensional shape. So now what do? Well, there's something called the case. Now the cases are, we're creating different, how do I say this? we're going to create different shapes here, okay? So we could do case square, case rectangle, and case triangle. Now what do we have here? So we declared an enumeration called two-dimensional shape, and one of the two-dimensional shape is square, another one is a rectangle, another one is a triangle. So now you're gonna be like, how the heck am I going to differentiate these? So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna put these here. These are parentheses, you know, and inside it's gonna be, we're gonna put down the we're just gonna put down like the parameters you need for it to make an instance of it, okay? So we could do like side integer. I'm not integer, what the fuck? Oh yeah, integer. So int. So now we have one side of the square is an integer, and now for rectangle, side width is an integer, and height is an integer. Nice. And for a triangle, we'll do same thing. Width is an integer, height is an integer. So no, not the, I mean base. Whoopsies. So here we are. Now we have a triangle square, and it requires us to have a side with an integer value. To create an instance of a rectangle, we need a width that has an integer value and a height that has an integer value. For the triangle, to create one, we're going to need a base with an integer value and a height with an integer value. Alright. So yeah, so if you want to make an instance of it, we could just do let's see, square shape. Yeah, don't forget declare first. So variable square shape is equal to two-dimension shape dot square. And for the side, what are we gonna do? How big do you want the square to be, guys? I don't know. I'll think two. Just make things easier for us. And we can make another one for rectangle. So variable rectangle shape is equal to, it's two-dimensional. Okay, so now this tells us that we're going to grab something from a two-dimension enumeration. We had the dot syntax, and there we're going to which type are we going to use? We're going to use a rectangle, and we're going to put in the parameters. So what's the width of the triangle? The rectangle will be 2, and the height will probably be 3. All right, 3 units. And for the last one, triangle shape is equal to, and we assign it to a two-dimensional shape triangle, put in the parameters. So the base will be 4 and the height will be 2. Nice. Okay, so now we just declared instances of each one. Yeah, so that's just the instance. Okay, now obviously you can't directly put it down here. You gotta create an instance of it first. Okay, so think of this as I actually can't think of any analogies for the moment, haha. But just know you have to create another variable with this. Okay, so yeah, and so we can also create methods, which are kind of like functions of the thing. So we could do function, and we could do calculate area. Calculate area. It'll take in no parameters, I believe. Function, calculate area. Nice. And then what it's going to do is, I believe, yes, switch self. Just forgot about that. So what does a switch self do? Basically, it just, so when we run it here, right, so, well, you'll see later. I'll explain it later. For now, let's just look at the error. It says switch must be exhaustive. Okay, nice. So we have to make it exhaustive. So the 3 of these, we need to find those cases for each one. So for the first one, we'll just do case dot square. Okay, so basically, in the case that the instance is ends in dot square, then what are we gonna do? We're gonna do how would you calculate the area of it? We will simply do let's see. So okay, so case. Okay, so back. Okay, where were we again? Alright, let's see. So enumeration, blah blah blah. Oh, okay, so we're making the cases now. So I believe you have to go up here. Yeah. So now we gotta put our what's it called, parameters or whatever, the stuff we're gonna use. So side. So in this case, we're gonna use a temporary variable called side, which will be equal to the square's side. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, okay. And then we'll just do return, because we're going to return a value back, and say return side times side. Return side times side. Nice. And we're going to make another case. Case star rectangle with W, height H. Okay, yeah, so that's that. Let's see, use of unresolved identifier side. I wonder what's, oh yeah, we gotta add the let. Remember, just because you need a let in order to run for temporary variables and stuff. So I think it should work after we put in the let. Yep, that works. So now just go here, and now we have to add that here too. Let, and then return W times H. See, width times height. That's how you find the area of a rectangle. Okay, now let's see what it's complaining to us about now. Unexpected non-void return and void function. Okay. Let's think. side side, return, side times side, I'm not sure, I'll think about that later. And here let's do case let a triangle. Here let's do base is b. Yes, base is b. Height is h. Okay, and then here let's do return b 1/2 times b times h. Nice. Let's see this. Nice. Unexpected void. I think that's because here we did not explicitly tell it, because it's a void function. We did not explicitly tell it that we're going to return an integer. Let's wait and let that run. Nice. So yeah, that's another crucial point I forgot to point out. So it's so if you don't have it returning anything, it'll think that you're trying to return something like void or something. We don't really want that, so please specify what kind of value you're going to return. But anyways, so here's our nice little sexy thing. And now let's do square. So now test it out. Square shape. We added dot syntax. Oh Jesus! Oh my God! Xcode crashed. I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. So you add the dot syntax, right? So that tells us that we are going to run one of the methods we made here. And the only method we have here is a calculate area. So dot calculate area, and we'll let that run. It's 4, nice. And maybe we'll just print it out. Okay, we'll let that run. Please print. Yeah, so that's 4. And we can tell that's true. Let's see. So squares with a side of 2 is equal to an area of 4. Nice, and we can do the same for the rest of them. So print rectangle shape dot calculate area. Just wait for that to thing. Yes, 6. Not that. Okay, that's nice. And you might be wondering why we did switch self. That's because here switch self, that just means when we send one of these up there, it just uses cases on itself. So in the case that the value we sent ends has a dot square in it, then it runs that. Okay, yeah, and that's pretty much it. We can do the same thing for triangle shape dot calculate area. Let's let that print out, and we can obviously tell that these are all true. 2 times 3, that's 6. 4 times 2, that's 8. Divide by 2, that's 4. Oh, what do we have here? Okay, let's see. So triangle shape dot calculate area. I am not sure why it says 0. Let's see. Base is 4 and height. Okay. So base times height is 8 divided by that should be 4. Let's see what's going on here. So okay, let's see. Return. What if we put 0? Oh yeah, oh yeah, it has to be a double. Huh? I'm stupid. So here we have to actually make it a double, because integers just integers doesn't go to decimals, so we have to make sure these are doubles. So let's go in here. We'll replace all the int with the doubles. This is another useful tool we can use. Nice. Replace all. Okay. 4.0, 6.0, 4.0. See, now it works finally. Because you couldn't use the you couldn't use integers because 0.5 is an integer, so it's not going to do anything. Now we made it double. Now it works. Nice. So yeah, that's an enumeration. Hope you enjoyed this episode. The next episode we'll be discussing classes. We'll be introduced to classes. And bye.